Yes, people, welcome back to the One True Red podcast. And this week we've got something a little bit different for you. Given that it's been FA Cup weekend and Arsenal not involved, we wanted to keep the Arsenal contingent. We want to keep the Arsenal contingent happy and involved. So we're going to do something different. So what we're doing this week is we're going to pick the best team or the best 11 of the Premier League so far. So we're going to have a list of players, and the players one of the rules is the players must have played at least 17 games, so it's about 75% of games, to qualify for the list. And we're going to pick each position as we go. We're going to debate which player should be where, and then take a vote. And at the end, guys, viewers, comment down below if you agree with our choice, our final choice, or if there are particular positions where you think players should have been in there that weren't. Let us know. So comment down below, get involved. But we're going to start with the goalkeepers. So here the list. Remember, 17 games or more so far. These are the players that qualify. So I'm going to start with my goalkeeper pick. And my pick, although I actually don't, guys, sorry, but I actually don't rate him that highly. But I'm going to pick Raya, given that you've got quite a good defensive record. Raya is going to be my first pick. And given that, Uche, you're at the top of the screen here. So who are you going for?
I mean, this was an easy choice. It has to be Sells from Nottingham Forest, because the amount of saves and how he's rescued his team and the way the team is playing is definitely, he's a big part of that, the way they set up. So yeah, Sells for me.
Sells for you. Aki, what are you going for?
He's on mute, is he?
Yeah, we'll move on. Craig, what are you going for? Aki on mute. Come on,
I think I'm going to go for...
Keep it professional. Go on, Craig.
Just because I kind of agreed with Uche's point, but just because he said that, I'm going to go against him and I'm going to go Raya. And for the Arsenal bias as well. David Raya. Because
okay, so we've got two for Raya.
We can't even stay on business. We can't even stay on business.
I can't agree with you, bro.
Aki, have you sorted out your mic problems?
Yeah. I'll go Sells as well. Forrest's got a good defensive record, and he's a big part of that.
Come on, Mike.
He's also the guy that helped beat us at Anfield, and I don't think Slot's forgotten that. But go on then, Mikey. Who are you going for?
So this is quite a good decision to make, seeing as I'm the decision maker. David Raya was going to be my selection, but it has to be Sells.
Oh, well done.
Craig, you're getting excited there.
I thought he was going to...
He took points off of Liverpool for us. Like, what more can you ask for? The guy's a shot-stopping machine.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
So Raya came close, but Raya made a mistake in the week as well, and he's annoyed me. So, yeah.
I hear it.
I actually, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Raya. I think
Raya's a good keeper.
He's good with his feet.
You don't need to be a fan.
I think he's good with his feet. He makes the odd good save.
He's playing average.
The odd good save. I don't think he's top level. I think he's a good keeper.
No better than
I don't think he's top level. I would agree with that. I don't think he's better than Martinez. I think they're about the same level.
Better than Martinez.
No one's asking you.
Yeah, but
what's the next position?
That's playing in your team though.
Martinez. What are we doing there? Are we going off stats or what we like on the eye?
I'm going for vibes, mate. I don't know about you guys. I'm going for vibes.
Nah, I didn't go for no vibes. That's the kind of stuff I expect when people are not prepared. There is no vibes here. It's about play. It's about
am I exposing myself?
It's about your ratings by different avenues. And he made the most, like I said, the shots, save ratio, the amount of points that he's actually gained for his team through his saves is top in his range. So that's why I went for Sells.
That's fair. All right, we've decided on Sells then. Okay, so we'll add him to the list. At the end of all of this, guys, we're going to have the final team up on screen. So viewers, please do comment down below if you agree with our final decision. So that was a pretty easy one. Let's move on to defenders now. So here's the list of players that we've got. I think we've got centre backs in the we've got centre backs in the middle. On the left hand side, we've got the right backs, and on the right hand side, we've got the left back. So I'm going to take, as I'm on the mic, I'm going to take my decision, and I'm going to go for, out of that list, I'm going to go for Aina. Trent nearly would have got there, but there's been that Man United performance has tainted me for a while. So
one game.
On the back of that, on the back. No. In fact, actually,
Don't be bullied, bro. Don't be bullied.
I'm not gonna be. It's not just on the back of one game. There's been a few games this season where he's just been off it, completely off it. Where begging, even you, Uche, begging for the guy to get taken off. So
absolutely,
my choice is Aina, and then I'm going to go from bottom to top. So let's go with Mikey. What's your choice?
My choice is Aina as well. I think Aina's been superb this season.
Stop copying me.
Nottingham Forest, we just gone through the clean sheets, but Aina's just very, very solid at right back, and he's going to be a good free transfer at the end of the season for somebody.
I didn't realize.
As a right back. Yeah, I needn't say anything more. Timber's been decent. I don't know why Pedro Porro's on the list. Munuz has been decent. Trent going.
Is that because, Mikey? I just want to ask Craig a question. Is that because Spurs are
rubbish, mate?
Hey, we need that one.
Exactly.
But Pedro Porro just can't be in this list.
Yeah, he shouldn't be on this list.
What is he doing there? Uche, what's he doing there?
Again, for people that don't do their research, this list
it's just stat padding.
This list was good tonight. There's a reason why you make the list. First and foremost, there's not many choices of outstanding right backs. The second point is you have to make the threshold of what we talked about, and that took out certain players. And then the third thing is he's performed well for his position and is in the top 5 for that reason. That's it. He doesn't discriminate. He doesn't discriminate
any Spurs players on this list.
Doesn't discriminate, and he's the only Spurs player in the whole list. So don't watch.
Yeah,
he's not gonna make the final pick for anybody. So let's don't watch that.
Okay, all right, Aki, you're up next. Oh no, Craig, sorry.
Not me. I was tempted. Looking at the list, I was tempted to go with Timber, but I think it's got to be Aina.
I bet you were.
Just for the position that Nottingham Forest are in, the games I've watched him play, I haven't done my sort of stats on Aina, but every time I see him play, he's brilliant at right back. So I'm going to go Aina.
Okay, well, we're on to Aki.
It's done. They don't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it doesn't matter, to be honest.
He's going to go Trent, is he?
I'm going to go for Porro just to piss off those two guys.
That's all right. You already look like a nusser.
Uche, what would you have gone for? Even though we've got a decision.
Obviously, I went for Trent. One of the best player in the league, who happens to play right back. But Aina is a great player. He, technically, right wing back. But even despite being forward and Trent smacks him all over the place in anything to do with attacking. So that's how I would have gone for Trent.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to the centre backs then. So you can pick any of these centre backs in the 2 middle columns, but I'm going to start with, as I'm doing it as my right centre back, I'm going to start with, as much as it pains me to say it, but I'm going to say Saliba. Just over Konate, only because Konate, as a Liverpool fan, we know he's prone to get injuries. When he's played well this season, he's played, I would say, up there with Saliba's level, but I think Saliba's been more consistent. So I'm going to go with Saliba for my choice. And let's start top to bottom this time. So Uche, who are you going with?
Saliba. Nothing needs to be said. Class act. A player that Real Madrid should definitely be putting a bid for, but that's a different story for another day. Just a top player. Everything about his game exudes class. Obviously, he's a close call with Konate, but that's because the other guy that we're going to mention later, it's an outright winner. 5 out of 5 of us is going to pick him. So, yeah, Saliba.
Are they though? Exactly. Are they? Aki, what are you saying?
I'll probably go Gabriel. actually.
Gabriel, interesting. Why? Is it because of his
I
hairline? I shouldn't have said that.
I
shouldn't have said that.
I think Gabriel and Van Dijk will probably be my 2 picks for central defence.
I haven't asked you the other one yet. Jeez.
I'm telling you.
I like where he went. I like where he went though, because that's what I'm on as well. But go on.
Yeah, go on, Craig. So Gabriel, yeah.
Now I'm saying for the right centre back position, I'm moving Van Dijk out to the right because he's right footed.
I don't think he's played there since.
I'm putting him there.
I think we need to do 2 centre backs.
No, forget all that. Yeah, let's not get too technical here, guys. Come on.
Right. Okay. So if I'm picking the 2, I'm going to go with what Aki said as well, which is Van Dijk and Gabriel. I think Saliba has been good this season, but consistency-wise, Gabriel has been our best centre back for me. He's been a beast. The goals that he brings to the team as well. He's won us some games this season as well. He's just been a leader as well. So it's definitely Gabriel and Van Dijk for me.
Okay, looks like you're the deciding factor again, Mikey, which is annoying me. So I'm not doing it this order. I'm not doing it this order next time.
This is my team. Gabriel and Van Dijk, hands down. They're the 2 best centre backs in the league this season.
Wow.
Obviously, the Nottingham Forest centre backs have done well, Milenkovic and Murillo, but Gabriel's been by far better than Saliba. People are just, I don't know what people are kind of masked by Saliba, because Gabriel's been our best centre back, and he just doesn't get the props that he deserves. And Van Dijk's been imperious. So those are the 2 that it has to be.
I go
okay, that's fair.
Myself, so there's no way Gabriel will come out of my mouth under any circumstance.
You just
explain, Uche. Explain.
Well, if I just go for class acts back there, if I see something that
listen, we did a pod earlier. Isak showed what a class act Saliba can't.
He destroyed him that day. There's no question. But like I said, for me,
we've seen him more.
He cost us the Bournemouth game as well, no? Did he get sent off in that one?
He got sent off.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are we
Anyway,
doing?
Like I said, it's an inspired choice. You guys win. You know,
the decision has been made.
I've got no issue, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. But you won. That's Gabriel, isn't it?
So who was your 2? Who was your 2? By
Saliba, there was no question in my mind.
Saliba and Van Dijk.
I mean, one plays by default, and that's Van Dijk. I mean,
as I said, they're 5 out of 5.
But I think Saliba's by default as well in people's minds. But he just hasn't been as good.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair. I would. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with that. So far we've got Aina at right back, and then we've got Gabriel and VVD centre backs. So let's go to our left backs now. Now this one for me was, I kind of flitted between a few. I saw the first one, I was like, yeah, let's do that. And then I saw that one guy, I was like, yeah, let's do that. And I remember this guy. So I'm going with Robinson, because the guy always tears it up against us. Always tears it up. I've seen he's got quite a lot of assists. His defending isn't the greatest, but I don't think, other than Guardiola and maybe Hall, I'd say none of them really defend that well. I don't think Kirkeggs is a very good defender. He's a good attacking fullback, but I don't think he's a great defender. So I'm going with Robinson. Mike, we'll start with you, so you can't have deciding vote.
Well, I will get my selection. I know that, but that's because I'm going to choose Robinson. And I know that Uche is going to choose Robinson because he's a stat padder. So technically, I actually think that the correct selection should have been Kirkeggs in this position. But
so say it then.
Robinson has 10 assists. And my team is full of goals and assists all over the place.
Yeah.
So it has to be Robinson.
So yours is purely on stats.
Uche is hurting.
You've taken the stat man job from the stat man.
I'm telling
you. Go on then, Uche. Kirkeggs, yeah?
It's disappointing. I wasn't going to go for Robinson. I was going for Kirkeggs because I looked at the stats and I thought, yeah, I've seen this guy play. He's one of my favorite players, Robinson, as well. But like, he played extremely well against attacking teams. But I just love Kirkeggs as a footballer. I think he has done so much for the way that Bournemouth play. And I think the reason why Bournemouth are in the top 5, top 6 right now is definitely because of his attacking play and his relationship on that side with Semenyo. So I did pick Kirkeggs ahead of Robinson because of that reason. But I'm actually surprised that Mikey didn't, so
I'm
he
shocked.
was assuming I was going
I
to.
thought you too,
If I
Mikey.
show
I
you
thought
my
you
list, yeah, I've got Kirkes as a selection, and then besides it, I've got Robinson because I knew he was going to start this. But it's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough.
Okay, so let's go to Aki. Who are you picking?
To be fair, this bears a shout out to my FPL team. He's been there since the beginning. It's going to be Digny.
Wait. Can I just say, is there not a pod that goes past without Aki mentioning FPL?
He's plugging it, man.
Always dropping it in there somewhere. Go on then.
Always.
All right, go on.
Well, to be fair, I think none of these guys really stand out. To be honest. I don't watch enough of Fulham to know what Robinson does. I would have probably chosen Kirkes because I think he had a good game against us, against Bournemouth.
Are you going for Kirkes then?
Probably would have, or you are choosing Kirkes.
No, I'm going to go with Digny.
Yeah. Okay.
Digny.
All right, mate.
Disney, mate. Disney.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, mate.
So
All right,
Aki's
Digny
got
then.
Pedro Porro and Digny.
Plenty of assists there,
Your
mate.
team is getting battered, bro.
Great, go on. Deciding vote, I think.
I'm of a different. I'm going a different way because I get Kirkes. Yeah, he's fresh on the scene and he's been doing well. Robinson topping the stats, so yeah, you should go with Robinson. But I'm not a stats guy. I'm on the eye. And shout out to all my FIFA guys that know about Guardiola from back in the day.
No.
Listen. I've always admired Guardiola for his defending, basically. His technical ability, his defending, and he's banged in some sick goals, bro. So
Yeah,
I'm going
People in real life.
that's my guy. I'm not gonna.
You are insane. And you just called... Wait, so Robinson gets selected then?
Yeah, he gets it.
You get to, yeah. Interesting. This has been the most, the one that we've all had pretty much different results.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that at left back, but yeah, interesting. So Robinson's our guy. It's 28, I think. So
Actually,
I wonder.
I'm surprised CT didn't use his wildcard to bring in the Premier League's best left back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you have gone for him if he was on the list? Craig, would you have gone for him?
Listen,
if he was though, would you?
The games he turned up on, he's worth a mention, but he probably wouldn't. He wouldn't have made the final cut. But
Okay, good. Because I was start worrying. What was that, Mikey?
Luca Dean shouldn't be on the list.
His name's Digny, mate.
He's only there by default of playing games.
Digny.
And crossing.
Well, that's how it is, Mikey. I don't know what you want to be taken. He's there by default. That's how it is, though. Sometimes.
Absolutely.
He's solid, mate. He's a solid left back.
He's a solid guy. He's just doing his job, minding his business.
Rubbish.
He's rubbish to me as well. He's rubbish to me.
He does it rubbish.
Can't defend. He's got a decent cross, but yeah, rubbish.
Yeah, I'm not.
So just to recap, so we've got Raya in goal. We've got Aina at right back. Van Dijk and Gabriel as our centre back pairing, and then we've got Robinson on left back. I mean, it's looking like a decent team so far, but we're going to move on to midfielders now. And this is the list. Remember, 17 games played, so it's actually quite a small list. Just for the viewers, Palmer and Cunha, we're going to allow people to choose them as forwards or midfielders, just for viewers' benefit. So I'm going to start with, what are we doing? We want to do one at a time, or just want to pick our three? Because I've got my three.
Yeah,
all right, my three. Goals galore. Gravenberch is going to hold because the guy is just too good. Anyone who doesn't pick this guy, I don't know what football you're watching. Number one. So Gravenberch, number one. Gibbs White, I think he's been sensational this season. And he makes Nottingham Forest tick. So he's my second choice in midfield. And then the third one, I was going to go for this guy, but I'm not going to go for that guy. Now we've got Cunha on the list. Cunha's my third choice. I was going to go for Palmer, but I've seen him against us. And I've seen him in a few games, big games as well, where the guys are anonymous, completely anonymous. So I think his goals kind of mask that sometimes he can just disappear from a game. So for me, my midfield three are Gravenberch, Cunha, and Gibbs White. I'm going to go to Aki first. Who are you picking?
It's quite difficult, actually, but I'll go with Gravenberch because I think he's probably been one of the best midfielders this season. Rodgers, because I think this has been a standout season for him. Scored quite a few goals. Third player, I'll probably go with McAllister because he's also
bloody hell, what a free.
Yeah. but in that
Gravenberch, McAllister, Rodgers, Pedro Porro, and Luca Dean.
That team is sick.
Sick team, mate. Sick team.
Sick. As in not doing well.
Sick team.
Let's go Craig next.
All right. So, do I do the the unthinkable here? Actually, you know what? I'm going Rice as my 6. I hear what you lot are saying about Gravenberch and stuff like that, but I'm going to put him further upfield. So he makes my team, and he wasn't going to make my team just because I know he makes Uche's team, and I don't want to agree with Uche on anything on this pod. So I'm going to go Rice, Gravenberch, and I was of the thinking what Rel was saying about Palmer as well, but he just doesn't do it against the big teams at all.
Thanks, Craig.
And Cunha I like, and Rodgers I like. So it's out of them two. I'm going to go English, mate. Let's go Rodgers.
Oh, hey, mate.
Let's go Rodgers.
Best British.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go Uche, and then Mikey can go last.
Gravenberch, fantastic. Absolutely the best out there for his position. I actually did think about putting Rice in there, but I couldn't go past Gibbs White. Again, similar to Sells, being so influential to his team, dragging his team. Every time I've watched him play, he always shows up. So Gibbs White had to be there, and Palmer just had to be there because everything you guys are saying are correct, but that's not how it works for me. For me, I am all about absolutely killing teams that are not on your level. I'm a massive fan because this is a league. I'm not interested in those 2 or 3 games in the big games. If you flop there, no problem. I don't really care. Kill those other ones. And that's what Palmer does. Come here, get slapped, go home. That's what I like. And Palmer is a certified bad man. So because of that, Palmer had to be in there because yes, he doesn't show up in some of these games. But at the end of the day, we're talking about 17 out of the 23, which he shows up. And most of the time he's there and he kills the rest of them or the league. And eventually he's going to step up to the plate and start playing against those big teams. So I'm not going to use it against him. That's why. So Gravenberch, Gibbs White, and Palmer.
For me, though, with Palmer, just cutting in there, with Palmer, though, like, as you said, he can do it against all the others. They're just 6 big teams or whatever. But if you are 2 big teams going ban for ban, all these like clubs, you're smacking up all the small teams, and you need something in those big games, Palmer ain't gonna do it, bro.
No, I understand. What I'm saying is, don't forget. I think this is.
I think this is nonsense.
This is his second full season.
We're coming to you, Mikey. We're coming.
Yeah.
This is his second full season. This is his second full season as a professional, I believe. So we have to be careful with what we're trying to expect. It takes a while for some of these guys to figure out what these top teams are doing. I can tell you, for example, when they played against us, we know he's the danger man. So there's a different package that he's seeing that at the moment, because it's his second season, he hasn't been able to figure out. But you better believe, putting a close eye on Palmer, he will start figuring those things out because he's got so much ability. But we can't use 2 or 3 games to judge the rest because at the end of the day, it's about showing up most of the time against the rest of the league. And that's what I believe Palmer does.
He's a bit inconsistent, though.
Fairs.
What? Mikey, what? What did you say?
He's inconsistent and he scores a lot of goals from the penalty spot. If you take away all of his pen goals, then his stats don't look as good.
It's not about his stats, though. No one mentioned about his stats here. You're the only one talking about his stats. I ain't mentioning.
No, but underlyingly, I know you're looking at his stats, and that's what you're basically.
No, I'm not looking at just at his stats. He sets up his players. He takes their set pieces and he creates
everything.
So you look at progressive
but
passes, you look at through balls, you look at assists, and you look at goals. I don't know what else you're expecting a midfielder to do that he's not doing. So I'm not just looking at that.
I don't think he leads that team. So I think if they're losing, he's not the kind of player that grabs the game by the scruff of the neck and wins
Can we
the
come
game.
on to me? Because I don't understand.
He's itching to go.
I don't, Aki, I don't disagree with that. But in fairness,
Good,
he is
we
young
all agree,
and he's
but now it's
only
my
18
time.
months in. All right, Mikey, go on. What you got?
Right. So I picked Gravenberch, but I think that Caicedo should have got a mention because he's been good for Chelsea.
Definitely.
He breaks up, does a lot of the dirty work, and enables the rest of the team to play. My other two players are Palmer. He should have been in everybody's team. 14 goals so far this season. What did he get? 22 or 23 last season or something like that? Who in his position is doing his numbers? And it's his second season. It's just nonsense to try and downplay him and say that he doesn't turn up in big games because teams are going to have strategies for him. They have strategies for him every week. But I tell you what, if Chelsea get a chance, they want Palmer on it. And it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And then my last player is Cunha. The guy's sick as well. So my three, Gravenberch, Palmer, and Cunha. Cunha has 11 goals. I told you, goals and assists are flowing through my team. The team is just going to be packing people out for fun.
All right. So we've got our final list here. So let me just do the tally up. So Gravenberch definitely in. Cunha, Palmer.
Palmer's
Cunha's
in.
definitely in.
There's a person too.
Cunha's definitely in, but
No, why?
No, Cunha's got two.
No,
Cunha's got
two.
2 votes.
Yeah.
Rogers has got two.
Palmer's got 2 votes.
Cunha's got
And
3.
Rogers has got 2 votes. Huh?
Cunha's got 3 votes.
You can't count,
Yeah,
bro. You got 2.
Nah, 2. Me and you.
Who did you pick, Craig?
I've got
Right,
Rice,
check the-
Gravenberch, and Rogers.
Oh, you said Rogers or Cunha.
Yeah.
Rogers ahead of
All right.
Cunha is
Rogers is a
crazy.
beast, bro.
Yeah,
Rogers
yeah.
is a beast.
Rogers ahead
This
of
season.
Cunha is crazy.
This is his
Yeah.
first season, though. You're talking
Rogers
about Palmer having a second season. This is
Second,
Rogers' first
wait.
season.
Sorry, Palmer was like 3rd top scorer or something in his first season, and he's got 14
Yeah, how many
goals
penalties
so
though?
far.
How many penalties?
Why are you listing penalties?
Yeah,
I can't look
penalties has
past-
Salah
pretty
got
much
then?
90% of
We
his
take
goals
away
are from the
Salah's
spot.
penalties for his career as well.
No, but
It's
Salah's
stupid.
like, but Palmer, 90% of his
No.
goals are via the penalty spot.
Listen, when we get to Salah, we're not going to start saying
Aki,
Salah
Aki, stop saying things that don't make no damn sense. I can't stand this nonsense. You can't just keep spewing this rubbish out. This is ridiculous, man. Who are you
Okay,
talking about, man?
guys.
Stand
listen,
up for yourself, Aki.
Right, so we've got 3 players. I've got two votes each. So we've got Cunha, Palmer, and Rogers. Right. So I know Gibbs White as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
haven't done this
What
very
I'll say is I'm happy to go with Palmer over Cunha. So that drops Cunha down to 1. So that means we've got 3. We've got 3 for Palmer. So that means he's in. So now it's between Gibbs White and Rogers with their 2 votes.
Wait a
So
minute.
what?
So who's our holding? Who's our holding?
You come from?
Gravenberch.
Gravenberch, okay. So
What you say, Mikey?
How is Cunha suddenly dropped?
I've just swapped my Cunha to Palmer.
He's one, isn't it? So that's
Gibbs
why
White and Rogers haven't been better than Cunha. Come on, stop this, guys.
Gibbs White has for me
What? In what way?
in my way.
How many goals?
I'm not just basing on goals. I'm talking about. I'm not going to. Remember, I'm here for vibes. I'm not just on stats and all that business. So Gibbs White, I'm taking
double
over.
barrel name.
I'm taking Gibbs White over Cunha.
Okay, that's done.
Yeah,
So we
and
got
I'm swapping Cunha for
Right,
Palmer,
let's
by the
move
way.
on. Let's
So I've
move
got
on.
that guy in.
I want a
So
free
what's the
transfer
three?
from this pod. This is nonsense.
So we got Palmer and Gravenberch. So that leaves who's gonna?
It's
drop-
Rogers
who
and
wants to
Rogers and
join
Gibbs White.
Yeah, who wants to drop the Rodgers? And
Unless-
go Gibbs White?
Unless somebody wants to drop and then build up Cunha. Unless two people want to build up Cunha and drop Gibbs White or Rodgers.
I'm not having Gibbs White on him.
I'm
back
drop Mac.
Gibbs
and
White
I'll
all
put Cunha in for Mac.
Cunha in for Max, so he's back up to 2 now.
Yeah.
Anyone else want Cunha?
No chance.
Over Gibbs White?
No over Gibbs White. No chance.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I am. That's me. Because he said that, because he spoke. I'm going against Uche, right?
Cunha then.
Gibbs White shouldn't be on on the list.
Listen, this is not.
I don't rate him. I don't rate Gibbs White.
You don't rate Gibbs White?
Yeah.
Wow. I think it's
Cunha over Gibbs White this season so far.
Cunha definitely over
100%.
Gibbs White.
I don't rate
Gibbs White is good, but don't talk to me about Gibbs White over
Gibbs
Cunha.
White has been dragging his team like Cunha is still sitting there.
No,
in
Gibbs White hasn't been
Wood has been dragging that.
Nah.
They've had Wood, Elanga,
and the other guy, Hudson.
What I'm saying is that, for all Cunha is doing, they're still stuck down there. So, anyway, I'm good.
Okay, so the final
You just
midfield
signed a new
choice.
contract, mate. With some respect.
But all you do is
Dragging that
go
team
against me anyway, so it's what it is.
The final midfield choice are Gravenberch, Palmer, and Cunha, because Craig doesn't like Uche. Right, so we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the strikers now. Now this should be fairly easy, although maybe the third choice might not be as straightforward as we think. So obviously, there's two players stand out. So that's Salah and Isak. They're the first two choices on there. Salah and Isak are standouts. My third choice, I could have gone a few places. Like Semenyo get a shout out. Again, another player that likes to bang us up. Hit the crossbar against us the other day and scored at Anfield. Mateta, I did think about as he's come on in the last few weeks. He's doing well for Palace. But my three choices are Salah, Isak, and the New Zealander, the old man, Wood at Nottingham Forest. I mean, he's not easy on the eye, but you can't knock what he's been doing for them. So that's my three choices. And we're going to start with Craig. Who are you going for?
All right, first pick, Havertz. No, joking.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We're going to have, obviously, Salah on the right side. Do I want Isak through the centre?
You do, man.
Or do I want him on that left? I'm going to go.
You're having Isak regardless. So.
Yeah, Isak's there, but it's where to put him. Yeah, so I'm going to go Isak on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And see, we're going off this season, right? Because Wood,
so
me,
far.
That's what we're doing. Team of the season so far.
yeah, I know, man. But Wood for me on the eye is it's a mad one, but you just have to go with Wood. Yeah, so I'm gonna put Wood. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Wood as well. Yeah.
So same as me, yeah.
Same three.
Yeah, copycat. Anyway, let's move on to Craig. Not Craig.
I'll go again
Aki.
as well.
Aki, what you say?
So I'll go for Mo.
He's probably going to say Watkins, Jimenez, and
That's what I was thinking.
Diaz or something.
No. I want to go for Mo, Haaland, and Mbemo. Mbemo's had a 6th season for Brentford. They're not really a great team by any stretch of the imagination, and he's kind of scored a lot of goals for them. Haaland, because he's still second goal scorer in the league. I think he's got like 17 or 18 goals this season. And nothing really needs to be said about Mo.
Okay. Mikey, what you say?
Salah on the right, best player in the league. Isak on the left, best striker in the league. Wood up front. And I despise putting Wood up front. But
Same.
for him to have got 17 goals so far this season is absolutely insane. he's a diabolical footballer to watch. He's got 17 Premier League
He's
goals.
efficient. He's efficient.
Absolutely mad.
Modern efficient, but the most
His shot
efficient is
conversion.
actually Mbeumo, because he actually scores at a greater rate for his XG than any other player. But Wood, yeah.
Okay.
Lucky.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
know.
done.
You know what? Looking back, I know what I should have done, but I'm just gonna have to go with Woodman up front.
No, you can change it if you want. It's not gonna make any difference, but you can change it.
Nah, because literally, Mikey just changed my mind on Mbeumo, because you know what? I'm kicking Wood out. So I'm gonna have Isak on the left. I'm putting Salah up front, actually, and then I'm gonna have Mbeumo on the right.
What a waste of time with this dude.
This guy's a
I'm gonna put
madman.
Mbeumo on the right.
Just
I just
wasting
can't have
time.
Wood in the team.
It's not gonna matter. Did you
I
miss
don't want
that
him
bit?
there.
Did you miss the bit where we say it's not gonna matter?
I don't care. I'm just saying
Let
this
him
is my
live, man.
This is my
Let him
team.
live.
I don't care.
Yeah, let him live, man.
I can't have Wood in my team. I just can't.
Uche, I don't even need to ask you, but I know. Go on. What you
Yeah,
say?
you know. So Mohamed Salah speaks for himself. Obviously, Isak speaks for himself on the other side. Up front has to be Wood. Everybody knows my views on people like that. Not my cup of tea at all. Not my type of player. But in terms of his display and the shock and how he's so takes very few chances but just keeps banging them in, he's been absolutely majestic. But from a football point of view, but we have to be fair. This is what awards are about. Did you turn up? And he's turning up for his team. So it has to be those three.
You're gonna get him in the summer. You want him in the summer?
I don't need to answer such silly questions.
Replace Nunes.
I don't need to answer such silly
See,
questions.
there you go. We're doing this.
We're doing people that if you turned up for the season, you turn up for the season. Give it up so far.
You've got to respect what he's done.
We've got to respect people when they turn up and shock you. He's been a big shock. The amount of goals he's got in that team, it's been incredible.
Amazing, guys. Just quickly, whilst I'm just updating the final team, just quickly, can you run through the players that you chose for your team, and then we'll see how it compares to the final one. So let's start with Uche. What was your 11?
So obviously I got kicked out. A few of them I'm shocked. My team was Sells, Trent, VVD, Saliba, Kirkers, Ryan Gravenberch, Palmer, Gibbs White, up front, Samo, Wood, Isak.
Okay. And then Aki, your wild team. What was yours?
It wasn't wild at all. It was the Premier League best 11 for this season. It was Sells in goal, Pedro Porro right back, Dignia left back, Gabriel VVD central defenders. In midfield, I think we had Gravenberch, Rodgers, and Cunha. And up front, we had Salah, Haaland, and Mbeumo.
Yeah, wild. Mikey, what are you, sir? What was your team?
It's the team that we've selected. You've done well, lads.
Is it? No, it's not.
No,
You know it is. I've got a little scribble here. So
Yeah, adjusted.
Wait, who was the left back that we selected?
Robinson.
Right. Sells, Robinson, VVD, Gabriel Aina, Gravenberch, Palmer, Cunha, Salah, Isak, Wood.
Okay, and then Craig, what was yours?
In the end, lads.
It's kind of the same as what we picked, apart from Raya. I had as a keeper. I wanted Guardiola at left back. Obviously the midfield. Who did I pick? I put Rice, Gravenberch, and Rodgers, but obviously my mind got swayed with this whole Cunha thing, and I couldn't have Gibbs White in my team. No chance. And up front, obviously, I changed that because I just can't have that guy in my team.
Basically,
I know he's done great. He's done great and stuff this season, but
because of TT, it should have been my team, but CT made sure it was Mikey's team. Well done.
Don't worry about it.
Arsenal sticking together, eh?
No, you still tried to get Kirkers in as well.
Yeah.
And Havertz.
Okay. All right. So my team was Raya in goal, Aina, Van Dijk, Saliba, Robinson, Gravenberch. I upgraded to Palmer, and I had who did I have? as well. Gibbs White, and then Salah, Ward, Isaac. So not too far off the team that we've chosen. So here we go, lads. Here we go. This is our One True Red podcast Premier League team of the season so far. I mean, if we had some wild cards in there, my 11 will be the Liverpool 11, 1-11. But yeah, we didn't have that. So I had to go with this list instead.
What left back are you picking from Liverpool?
That's a good point. Well played, Mikey. Well played. Robinson, Robertson, same spelling. It's almost the same name. No, I wouldn't pick any of our left backs. Then they've not been great this season. But yeah. So what do we think? It's a good team, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's bang average, if you ask me.
Oh, here we go.
Well, good. Yes. We have been asking you. That's the problem. We have been asking you.
Yeah, I think my team would be in that team. That's for sure.
Porro and Digny, yeah.
Yeah.
Behave yourself.
All right, lads. That was good fun. So what we're going to do for the viewers, we're going to revisit this at the end of the season. So we'll update this. But if you disagree or agree with our choices, then do comment down below and let us know what you think. But yeah, this is the Premier League first half of the season, best 11. And we will leave it there. So we will see you next time on the pod, next Monday. Every Monday we upload. Remember, if you're watching us on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. You can also find us on social media on TikTok and on Instagram. So go find us there and follow and get involved. And if you've got any suggestions for topics that you want us to discuss, then let us know in the comments, either on YouTube or on social media. But otherwise, we'll leave it there. Cheers, guys. Cheers, viewers. And we'll see you next time on One True Red podcast. And we're out.